Top of the morning, chat. It is the 15th. I thought yesterday was the 15th. On my first day of sort of Vlogmas. I'm gonna be heading out to work right now at 7:30. No, I would be late if it was 7:30. It is 7:12. I'm planning to arrive at around 7:25. If y'all don't know, your boy got a job at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. Ow! I don't know, bro. Like, I feel like I gotta watch one of their commercials because I don't know if they're the ones who do the yow at the end. Is it Napa that does the yow? I can't tell. I'd have to look at an old O'Reilly's commercial, but yeah, your boy got the job. We working full time. I actually kind of like it. I ain't gonna lie. I had a mechanic who used to work there. He already got like not fired, but he can't work with me anymore. He can't work with at that store anymore because the manager doesn't like him, because he was hired in as an assistant manager, but he was like kind of a lousy guy. He would kind of just skip out on work without telling people, and he did it once, claimed he got sick from his food and didn't come back after his lunch break. And then the second time he left, he didn't show up to work, and then one guy had the whole freaking shop by himself. And basically, luckily for the last day I was working with him, I asked him, because I had one question about the cleaning the throttle body on my 2023 Toyota Prius. I knew how to do it, but basically I didn't know if it was safe to unplug some certain, like, they looked like hoses and sort of like maybe fluid in there. I don't know. I knew it was all kind of just like air and stuff that was connected to the throttle body, but I wanted to make sure it was safe and I didn't want to fuck up my car. So I asked him about it, and he helped me, like, do it. He kind of did it wrong, but he was so confident. I was like, hey, a lot of people, they clean it, they spray it on the rag, and then they use the rag with their hand to wipe it clean. And then he was like, oh no, that's bullshit. Super cocky, confident guy. And I ended up finding out that, although it turned out fine and my car drives great and all that good stuff, I ended up finding out that we could have damaged some electronics in it, because the modern ones have some like electronic motors and other electronics that are very fragile, and you can easily damage them if you spray it directly, the throttle body cleaner directly on it. But he was like, oh no, it's bullshit, throttle body cleaner is combustible, all that stuff, it doesn't cause residue or anything, it's combustible and just shoots straight out the car. Just rev it and I'll spray it. And then when I was revving it, that shit sounded crazy. I was like, oh shit. And then I was like, all right, well, it's done. And then I looked up some videos later, left some comments on some people's videos, and they're like, yeah, if it's fine, you could do it that way too. It's just, it's better safer than sorry. There are some, electronics in there that you don't want to, damage. So it's just better safe than sorry. But yeah, at least I got that out the way. Now I know for future, because you got to do it every 50,000 miles. So now I know like how to do that. I was like going to pay the dealership for that, even though I knew it was super easy. The only thing that was holding me back were those hoses that I was scared to disconnect. But he showed me that, yeah, that ain't no biggie, just pull them, blah blah blah. I was like, okay, bet. And got it done. Now for future, I don't know how to do it right, of course. Like I said, no damage to the car, so we good. It's idling a lot smoother, so I'm happy. But that was the last day I had him at my work, and glad I asked him on that last day. He may not have done it 100% proper, but he was like, trust me, any mechanic you take that to is gonna do it this way, because he's a certified mechanic. He just he works at O'Reilly's now because he had to close shop during COVID when the world shut down. So I understand. But yeah, we got it done. And yeah, he no longer works with me, so I'm glad I asked him that day. Like, I was actually gonna like kind of prolong it and then like ask him a later time. But I asked him that day, and that was the last day I saw him. So we got that done. But I am 10 minutes from work. I'll be there 5 minutes early to clock in and all that stuff. And since I record on my phone, you know, I'll probably like sneak some footage in for you guys. I'm not gonna record too much at work, but yeah, stay tuned. Let's get to it. If I don't vlog too much at work, obviously you guys will catch me after. Peace. Knew what's concerned when I finally got that bag. Knew what's concerned when day I was gonna get mine. If someone tries to take mine, I'm reaching for my waistline. I was never scared when I jumped up off that porch. I was never scared when they tried to kick my door. I just got to work waiting for the manager to open up the door, but damn, so much fog. It's crazy. All right, chat, time flew. I ain't gonna lie. It's already freaking 12:20 and I got work at 7:30 in the morning. I'm gonna include what I was ranting about in the beginning of my video. There may be some false information in there about my coworker. Forgive me if I said that if supposedly the manager told him that, or told her higher ranking person that she never wants him at her store again. That didn't happen. I don't know who I heard that from. Basically, he was outside of her district and someone above her switched him to a different store while she still had him on her schedule, and basically ended up not knowing until like recently that he was switched. So that's why he hasn't been at her store and why she has to adjust some of my hours accordingly, because she barely found out about this recent. So he didn't really, besides the fact that he like didn't show up at work sometimes, that wasn't really why the reason he's not there. But basically she did mention like him like not showing up, but she wasn't gonna get rid of him over that supposedly. But yeah, he knows a lot about mechanic stuff. He's not no rookie, bro. I was talking with another mechanic that came in. Hold on, you guys, I'm at Wendy's. Let me place my order. Just if you want to know what I ordered, I'll keep it rolling. Let's get it. Can I get a number 7 Big Bacon Classic with no pickles?
Single or triple?
Single.
Okay, no pickles. So you want to make that a large?
Yeah. Let's go. Yeah, let's go with a large. And can you make the fries fresh, please?
Okay. What drink today?
Strawberry lemonade.
Any cookies? Anything else?
No, that'll do it.
All right, 1432. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Yeah, bro. I was talking to another mechanic. He doesn't really. Okay, let me pay real quick, guys. All right, next window. He was talking with another mechanic. I was talking with another mechanic that came in today, and supposedly he didn't really like how he kind of has a big mouth, I guess. But he's like, he does know what he's talking about, though. He has like this really tall. Oh, and by the way, he's still a mechanic. He just does mechanic work at his garage in his house. But hold on, guys. So yeah, I'm leaving that first part in the video because I want to show you guys like, hey, I gossip too sometimes if I did do something. I don't remember exactly what I said, but I'm gonna throw it in the video. But he knows what he's talking about, and he's still a mechanic. He had a closed shop during COVID for his actual mechanic shop, but he's just doing mechanic work at his garage at his house now. And the guy who came in, who's also a mechanic, he was like, dude, he has like a really expensive toolbox. Like he has so many tools. I think he said the one that the toolbox that goes to the roof of his garage, and it's like a freaking $25,000 toolbox or something, is what the other mechanic was saying. I was like, damn. Like, but yeah, big bro, he agreed too. He's like, yes, he does know what he's talking about. He may not know as much as the other guy who came in. He's a mechanic as well, and like he's been doing it. He said he's been doing it for a very long time, in between 3 shops, and the other guy's been doing it for a long time, but not as long. But he's been to like 200 different shops. Yeah, the other guy has been only like between 3 shops versus him. He's been all over the place, which I guess is cool for experience. But you know, they both have their own shop. At the end of the day, they both had their own shop. Oh my God, the guy who doesn't have the guy who I'm not talking about that came in, He has a shop still versus the other guy does it out of his garage. And he agreed. He was like, he knows what he's talking about. He just got a big mouth. And I think everyone could agree somewhat that he does have a big mouth. He doesn't have a huge, like, I liked him. He's definitely not everyone's cup of tea. Like, when you think of like somebody who would like hurt your feelings, like he's not afraid to hurt your feelings. He'll say shit straight up. And he does have a big mouth though, because he did say some shit to me. And I was like, about to check him on it, but I'm like, he just helped me with my throttle body. So I was like, I'll give you the pass. But he came up and was like, he's a white boy. He's like, I'm not gonna put it on here. All right, fuck it. He came up to me and was like, nigga. Like, after he helped me, like, literally, he just helped me. And then he's like, nigga. Like, in my ear, like, joking around. He's fucking big smile on his face after he said that. I'm like, bro, you must be from the fucking hood or something, bro. Because ain't no way a white boy gonna feel that comfortable coming up to a black dude and saying, nigga, in my ear. He didn't call me with the hard R. If he said that, it would have been a wrap. I would have fucking reported him. But I'm like, you must be, I could tell you from the fucking hood, bro. Like, ain't no way he felt that comfortable. And then he's like, yeah, I got my pass card a long time ago. Yeah, whenever the cops show up to the house party or whatever, I answer the door for them, make sure that the cops don't fuck with us. Cause I could be like, hey, like, yeah, go ahead, like, get out of here. Like, we don't want you here. All right, bro. All right. You don't got to pass me though. But I didn't want to start with that. But yeah, sorry for all the confusion. But I'm on my lunch break. I'm about to enjoy it. Be back in an hour. I get an hour lunch break because I'm working full time. Approximately 8 hours a day. 9 hours including my lunch break. 8 hours a day. 5 days a week approximately, give or take, because sometimes she needs me for overtime. But yeah, this is the sandwich, number 7, bacon. See the bacon busting out the meter over there. Number 7 at Wendy's. It's fucking busting. If you like the junior bacon cheeseburger, it is the same thing. I take the pickles out though. It comes with pickles, but this is the same thing as the junior bacon cheeseburger, but bigger. I am back at work now. I got probably like, I don't know, 20-ish, maybe 15-ish minutes before I got to go back in, but I don't want to leave you guys with a distasteful taste in your mouths because of like the thing that he said to me. But he is actually a pretty chill guy. Like I said, I actually like the guy. Example is like he would get a $20 tip from a customer after he helped them, and then he'd be like, hey Matt, can you run to Jack in the Box while we hold down the fort, and you guys, you know, I got a $20 tip, I'm gonna buy everybody something. I got iced coffee, the homie got a freaking breakfast jack, and we all ate off of his tip. And then another time he just comes up to me with a freaking spicy chicken deluxe from Jack in the Box and just hands it to me. And I was like, oh cool, what the heck, bro? Like, and then I didn't have to buy lunch that day. And he's like, yeah man, I got his mechanic job. I'm a mechanic, and you know, I get paid. I got a big job the other day, so I'm blessing everybody. I'm like, shit, cool. Yeah, so it's pretty cool overall. Like I said, it helped me clean my throttle body, even though it may not have been the way I would have done it. You know, like I said, he knows a lot, so I'm not gonna put that past him. Like I'm not gonna act like he don't know what he's talking about at the same time, even though I feel like it could have been done a different way with more modern cars. You know, I'm pretty sure he's cleaned pretty new throttle bodies before. So yeah, let's get to it, guys. Let's keep this vlog rolling. Enough talking. I want to show you guys some more doing. All right, peace. All right, chat. Just got the L&L barbecue. About to have me a couple Spam Subis because I'm not that hungry. But work flew by so fast that I ended up staying an extra 30 minutes. Oh yeah. Seaweed looks a little dry, but it'll do. All right, chat. Now I'm just editing my video today to end off my vlog. I'm editing my yesterday's video because we're doing the Vlogmas. So I got you guys, you know. A lot of y'all been asking me like, hey Matt, how do you get so down on editing your videos? Shit, I'm actually gonna keep it standard this time. I'm just like, bro, just pay attention, all right? Day one, we'll call it that. Vlogmas. Boom. All right, let's crank it off. All right, boys. We're gonna try to do this Vlogmas for the rest of the month here. It's the 15th today? No, 15th? Today's the 15th. What's up, Matt? This is my roommates. Merry Christmas. Today's the 15th, hey, we got 10 days left until Christmas. We got mimosas. D'Angelo exploded the bottle, so his girl's going to get some more. All right, you guys, I guess I live next to Candy Cane Lane, and I drove through there blasting my little Christmas jingles, but that's a whole day for y'all. Little Vlogmas, you already know. The lights looking good over here. They're not looking as good as at Christmas Lane, but you know the deal. All right, you guys, we'll catch you tomorrow. Peace. Now that I wake up early almost every day, I always like to program my coffee maker so it makes me coffee. It's programmed to make me coffee at 5 in the morning. And I just found out that Folgers makes some really good Colombian medium roasts. You can definitely tell the difference because look at all the like shells, the ground beans or whatever, versus this one. Can't really see because there's not much left. I mean, the blend just smells better too. Like way more sweeter. Yeah, it's really good, guys. Give it a shot. On my tan, I be looking picture perfect, someone get me on the cam. Hey, manifesting, not finessing. Pull up to the bank and I count up all my blessings. Stacking up these bands, you would think I'm playing Tetris. If you listen to my lyrics, then you might just learn a lesson.